And Zinzara just behind them, and then comes Debonair as they race past the half-mile mark, and it's Height of Fashion in the lead. From Record Answer, Clare Island going well, then Zinzara, then Korski making ground on the outside with Debonair next, and then Stratospheric and Dreaming Away as the back marker as they swing for home now. Height of Fashion on the inside of Clare Island. Height of Fashion on the far rail from Clare Island, Lester Piggott just in behind them, Record Answer, then Zinzara making significant progress, coming down to the 2 furlong pole. Height of Fashion, Clare Island and Zinzara. Zinzara in the sheepskin noseband coming to challenge, and Stratospheric making a run too, coming down towards the furlong pole. Height of Fashion and Zinzara. Stratospheric making good ground over on the far side. It's Height of Fashion though in the lead now from Stratospheric, and Zinzara on the near side into the final 150 yards. Height of Fashion from Zinzara and Stratospheric racing into the closing stages. Height of Fashion from Stratospheric and Zinzara. Height of Fashion being challenged by Stratospheric, but holding her. Height of Fashion won it. Height of Fashion is the winner, and second is Stratospheric and Zinzara third. Then came Debonair in 4, and behind them Clare Island and Dreaming Away, and then one of the early leaders, Record Answer, and finally Korski. And so the result of the Hoover Fillies Mile is first number 1, Height of Fashion, owned by Her Majesty the Queen, trained by Dick Hearn and ridden by Joe Mercer. Second was number 2, Stratospheric, owned by Mr. Ogden Mills Phipps, trained by John Dunlop and ridden by Pat Edery. And third was number 7, Zinzara, owned by Sir Philip Oppenheimer, trained by Harry Ragg and ridden by Philip Waldron. Fourth was number 9, Debonair. So Height of Fashion stays on to win the Hoover's Filly Mile. Here's how she won it as we review the closing stages with Julian Wilson.
And she's certainly a courageous filly because she's had quite a few challenges to withstand. She's in front here. In fact, she's been in front for most of the journey. But Stratospheric, ridden by Pat Edery, well, Pat had a terrific run up the inside up until this point. He's settled the filly down last. Zinzara's in second place at this point, and Pat's just looking for a gap between the Queen's filly and Zinzara. But now he switches back right to the rails, you see, to go through what's a narrow gap there. He's just got room to go in front of that horse behind him, and from now on he's making his challenge on the rails. Well, at this point I thought he'd probably get there, but Joe Mercer's never stopped driving this filly without hitting her with the whip, just gave her one backhander perhaps, and she's run on really bravely. Pat Edery hasn't had a lot of room there on the rails, but his filly hasn't been stopped in her run at all. And as you can see, Zinzara's run on without being able to quicken. At the line, Height of Fashion wins by about half a length.